Welcome back to Top Dog Tips. Thanks for joining us. Dealing with a dog in heat can sometimes be a frustrating experience for owners who have never had to deal with it before. But even without previous experience, you can learn how to handle the situation with a bit of knowledge and preparation. In this video, we will discuss everything you need to know about a dog's reproductive cycle and some tips to help you deal with a dog in heat. But before we get into that, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can also check out our website at topdogtips.com or subscribe to our email newsletters for more tips and information about dog care and health. But first things first, when is a dog in heat and why does this happen? When a female dog is in heat or in season, it means that she is sexually receptive to male dogs. A female dog in heat is basically sending signals that she is able and ready to conceive. Only during heat can female dogs become pregnant. Dogs usually have their first reproductive cycle when they are 6 months old, unless they are spayed. This is the period when female dogs reach puberty, although the exact time when the first cycle occurs differs among breeds. Small breeds tend to reach this milestone at an earlier age, while large breeds may reach puberty when they are around 2 years old. How long does a dog stay in heat? Like with different pregnancy stages, there are also 4 reproductive cycle stages for female dogs in heat. The first stage is proestrus, which begins with a swelling of the vulva and bleeding, and the dog is still not sexually receptive and cannot conceive. This usually lasts for 7 to 10 days. The second stage, estrus, typically lasts from 5 to 14 days. During this period, the dog is fertile and she will be receptive to males and act flirtatiously. Some dogs, however, can be in heat without bleeding and vulva swelling. This is known as a silent heat cycle. However, even in these silent heat cycles, they can still be impregnated by male dogs. The diestrus stage or the third stage signals that the heat cycle is coming to an end. It can last from 60 to 90 days and the dog is no longer fertile. If the dog gets pregnant during her heat cycle, this stage lasts until the birth of the puppies, which is around 60 days. Some dogs who don't get pregnant during this stage may experience some health problems, like uterus infections or false pregnancy. The last stage, anestrus, is also called the resting stage. It is the longest and lasts from 100 to 150 days. After anestrus, the cycle repeats itself. How often do dogs go into heat? Most female dogs come into heat 2 times per year, although that can vary depending on the breed and even each dog individually. Young dogs that come into heat for the first time may take some time until they develop regular cycles, which can sometimes take up to 2 years. When a female dog goes into heat, there will be both physical and behavioral signs you can spot. Physical signs, especially during the first 2 stages of the cycle, include frequent urination, swelling of the vulva, and bleeding, which is not so easily noticeable. In fact, you may only notice small marks in your dog's bed or on the floor. Increased cleaning and licking of the genital area is another common sign that she's in heat. You may also notice some changes in your dog's behavior as she enters her reproductive cycle. She will pay more attention to male dogs and flirt with them. She may also become more affectionate in general, looking for extended petting sessions. She may also become a bit lazy, but she will certainly become aroused. Some female dogs may hump other dogs, both male and female. Your dog may even get confused or scared when she's in heat, especially if it's the first time. Some dogs even run away from home, either looking for a male to breed or out of fear and anxiety. Handling a female dog in heat can sometimes be a stressful experience, but there are a few things you can do to make your life easier when it happens. Number 1, keep the male dogs away. If you have both male and female dogs in your home, it is best to separate them while the female dog is in heat. Even if you have dogs from the same litter, that won't stop them from breeding, which can have serious genetic consequences on their offspring. Don't let your pup go out in the yard by herself too. Male dogs can sense the pheromones your dog emits, so don't be surprised if you see a few male dogs lurking around your property. Number 2, keep her on leash during walks. Even if you have a well-behaved and well-trained dog, during this time, no obedience training will make her forget her natural instincts. When you walk your dog or go outside with her, you can put a bit of menthol on the tip of your dog's tail to hide her scent. This can be a good way to avoid unwanted attention from male dogs. You can also apply Vicks Vapor Rub to your dog's back to turn away male dogs, but be careful because it can be toxic if ingested. Number 3, Use doggy pants or dog diapers. Bloody discharge from the vulva is one of the signs of dog in heat, which means that you may find marks on her bedding as well as your carpet or upholstery. If your dog is receptive to the idea of doggy pants or dog diapers, putting them on can both prevent the bloody marks in your home and mask her scent. Number 4. Use a GPS tracker. As experienced by some owners, some dogs in heat run away, and using GPS trackers can help you keep an eye on your pooch at all times. Number 5. Find the right balance between rest and exercise. Dogs in heat don't all behave the same. Some will always feel tired, while others can have a lot of energy and be restless. Exercise can be a helpful way to de-stress your dog when she's in heat. And number 6, consider spaying. Spaying will prevent your dog from going into heat, plus some other advantages too, like reducing the risk of memory cancer. However, keep in mind that you can't do this when she's already in season. It is best to do it before the reproductive cycle even begins, or between the cycles. Unless you plan to breed your dog, we strongly suggest consider spaying her. And while we're on the topic, you should avoid breeding your dog during her first heat because most dogs are still very young puppies when this happens. They're physically not completely mature when they go in season for the first time, which may increase the risk of health problems during pregnancy. Also, her maternal instincts may not be good at this time yet, and it may be too soon for her to deal with a litter of puppies. One question we often get asked is, do male dogs go into heat? Well, actually, they don't. But they can smell when a female dog goes into heat. This can cause erratic behavior like your dog constantly trying to escape and get outside. Oh, and there will be a lot of whining too, especially if they smell a female dog in heat nearby. We have discussed this topic in more detail in this article. Just click this link to read it. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can also check out our website at topdogtips.com or subscribe to our email newsletters for more useful information and tidbits about dog ownership. Thanks for watching!